Okay, now it's recording.
Now it's recording. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Just edit it.
You'll just cut that out. There you go.
Very good.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So as you guys know, we're the senior students at Nevada State College School of Nursing, and I'm Rochelle, Maria, Hassan, Vanessa, and Caitlin. And what we wanted to share with you guys is our experience and our reasoning behind our quality improvement project. And then so our quality improvement project focuses on care plan audits. And it's for this unit particularly at St. Rose San Martin at 3 West. So why care plans? Anybody? Why is it important to have care plans, first of all?
To individualized care.
Yep. So care plans are highly important in order to evaluate the patient's needs, whether the needs are being met or not met, and also patient-specific goals. That's required to promote individualized care to the patient's well-being. So we chose to do care plans audits based on this hospital statistics. Does anybody know what the statistic is based on January and February's report at all?
On your compliance.
On compliance.
100%, of course.
I wish. But unfortunately, it's actually 80% based on January and February. So 20%, that's kind of a big number for non-compliance. So basically what questions we came up with is it at 80% because interventions are not being met? Or are the nurses aware that if a goal is not met that they have to still document it and put not met and can't just leave it blank and not have anything for the day? Or are nurses aware on how to discontinue a care plan that's no longer relevant? And with that, that's why we wanted to identify the deficits in the care plan documentation and help this unit reach the ultimate goal of 95%. That's our goal with care plan documentation and for our project.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about how we found this problem. And basically, so what St. Rose does is they will audit 10 random charts a month. And if you're the lucky winner and you're chosen, then you'll be evaluated on 6 different criteria that Vanessa will talk about in a little bit. But the 2 criteria that we found a lot of nurses miss are that you guys don't chart on your care plans every day, and that you guys don't include interdisciplinary care plans like PT, OT, or case management. And so it's important to make sure that you are documenting every day so that you do have a paper trail. If something were to happen to the patient, you can say, yes, on this day, my patient did meet this goal, and maybe the next shift they didn't meet it, but at least they see like a trend. At least they see a trend in what's going on with the patient, if goals are being met, not met, what's the reasoning, stuff like that. And also like how the saying goes, if you didn't chart it, you didn't do it, right? And then, so what happens when you are found non-compliant? For the most part, for care plans, you're just re-educated. And, but there is an algorithm that we have on our board that kind of shows you the steps based on what the outcome was, if there was any kind of like patient harm to the patient. But for the most part, care plans, you're just re-educated.
So let's talk about the importance of patient-specific goals. So all patients have their own individual needs, and they require personalized care plans. A patient who is bedridden, for example, will not have the same care plan as a patient who is ambulatory and is able to walk with minimal assistance. Now, according to the research at Yale School of Medicine, patient-specific goals need to address concerns about rationalization. They need to be specific to each patient based on their goals and preferences to ensure adherence, patient adherence. Now, these goals need to be able to help patients move from unrealistic to specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound goals, also known as SMART goals. Integration of these goals can help with the patient's prognosis, realistic outcome, and ultimately decision-making. Now, it's also important that we discontinue care plans when they are no longer specific and or the outcomes have been met. Now, each time a patient is evaluated, care plans need to be revised. This will ensure that no unnecessary and time-consuming interventions are being implemented.
Alrighty, so as Maria mentioned that you guys have 10 charts a month that are audited, and we decided to audit a lot of them so that way we could see and identify any gaps that you guys have, which Maria mentioned as well. So we audited on Mondays after clinical and then either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday to hopefully hit different nurses, different patients. We did that for 2 weeks and audited 30 charts. So after that, we found that 47% of the charts were not being updated daily. So that leaves 53% of those charts were updated daily. So that's like our biggest gap that we're concerned about. And then of course, including interdisciplinary care like PTOT case management. So to increase compliance, I'm going to go over the care plan and everything, and hopefully like a re-education and reminder to increase compliance. So I will come around and show you guys all this slowly so we can see. So this is the front view of your care plans and your orders and plans that you see on all your patients. This is a test patient, so no HIPAA was violated during these pictures.
That's good.
Yes. So we know that we're going to go into document and plan when we access our orders. But if you look under outcomes on the right side, you can see all the care plans that are there. So you can see what's been initiated, what's been discontinued, maybe like give you an idea of, okay, they only have a couple care plans right now. So I need to add some more to make it more individualized.
Yes.
So then here are the care plans once we've gone into the orders and the documented plan. So they're just spaced out. So the bullseyes are the care plans within the bigger one, and then the gray and red are the interventions that you guys do. So we all know that. It's very easy, reteaching. So during our auditing process, like I said, we noticed that they weren't updated daily. So on the right side, there's a plus sign to make it bigger, and then that's how we were able to see every single day that wasn't documented. And then of course it becomes a minus sign, and then you can shrink it back down, but that's how you can see if you're updating it daily. And then we did notice that maybe, like for example, this first one is about acute pain. So maybe it was updated daily, but another care plan wasn't updated daily, even though like Monday nurse, day shift, she updated pain, but she didn't touch the other one, so why is that happening? Does it not apply? Should we be discontinuing it? So we need to be writing like met, not met, reasons why. So the easy part is if they meet it, so we just hit yes. Then there's the evaluation time and date, and if you want to add any notes, you can add those notes. Okay, so when it comes down to what if they don't meet it. So this one up here shows the outcome. So is the pain level acceptable for the patient? Maybe it wasn't at that time when you evaluated it, so we can put no. And then we have reasons and actions. So these are just basic, already put in there. There's like 3 reasons and actions, and if you don't like that, you can keep it blank, or if you accidentally hit it, there's a pencil for clear. So, and then you can write notes under each one in case those don't apply. So then that way we're making it more individualized, more consistent. And then this one is, so maybe they did meet the care plan goal, but maybe an intervention wasn't done. So rather than just not checking it, we can hit not met, and then we could put a reason like maybe it wasn't necessary. So like this one is application of hot and cold pack. So we can hit not met because it wasn't necessary for that intervention to be done. And then this one is just a different one, participation with treatment. So again, we can hit no, and then the reason, and then the action that was taken, why they're not participating with treatment. This one's a bigger version for you guys to look at. Okay, so not met. And then so, because these are individualized and we want to be consistent with our charting, this is another description. So at the top it says free from bradycardia. So if we're looking at all our vitals and we see that they've been bradycardic this entire time, but our care plan says that they've been free of bradycardia, that looks inconsistent and like which one's true, which one's false on our part. So for this care plan, we can hit not met. Like I said, you can keep it clear for the reason. The patient's heart rate was 50, and then action, maybe the physician was notified. So then we're adding more comments to it and making it more individualized. And then like I said before, and Maria said, adding PT, OT, case management. So even if it's in the order, let's make it more individualized and move that to a care plan as well. And then of course, the we sign.
Definitely sign. That's good.
So we wanted to come up with something to help improve with the care plan compliance. So we made these little badges and to put on your badge, and then it'll help with a little reminder. And also on here is the same criteria that St. Rose uses whenever they audit you guys. So on the badge, it says, have you done your care plans today? It talks about if it's been initiated within 24 hours of admission, appropriate for admitting diagnosis, individualized, if it's updated daily, if it has interdisciplinary participation, and then if the goals met, it has a little green check mark, and if it's not met, it has an X, and then the reminder of discontinued if the plan is no longer appropriate for the patient's care. And everyone will get one. We made a whole bunch for night shift too. And also during our literature review, we found that care plans improved when nurses were included in the auditing process. And so this mini tool will help you guys participate in the self-audit too. And we also found in our review that having visual reminders can help prompt and remind everyone to update their care plans daily. And we made them in bright colors because bright colors will attract everyone's attention. And the goal of this project was to educate everyone about the care plan auditing and develop an intervention to help improve with the care plan compliance. So thank you guys for coming to our presentation. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yay, good job. Oh.
Now you're gonna go down the list of nurses of who and who is not. Kidding.
That's off camera.
I wish we knew.
Why
We
am I
didn't
not-
know. It's just dates that
You
weren't.
guys all did good though.
Yeah?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Very
job.
good.
How was it?
Yeah?
Thank you.
I'm trying to turn it on.
Did you want one?
Why am I
I
having
would like
problems?
one.